Gulbenkian right behind us mall. Our British friend up ahead in the black backpack gave us directions. We're hopeful. We don't know how to pronounce the name, but this is the Tajus, T-A-J-U-S River. God, it's huge. We're looking back at this famous gate. It's the touristy area for sure. Sandcastle builder looking for change. Sue donates. We're now in the Museum of Beer. She's having a dart. I'm having gigantic codfish, something full of cheese. We'll wait to see what happens.
Pastel de bacalhau.
Lots of oysters. My Albarino. It's a busy place. Right. Let's take a look in here. My goodness. Nice bathroom. Beautiful little bedroom. We'll show you the grounds later. Here's our first night stay on our hike. The coastline is absolutely gorgeous here. Kind of on a castle in Bayona. Beautiful building. Great water. Here we are on the beach in the rocks, having wine on the rocks. It's the first bottle of absolutely unlabeled wine I've ever had in my life. It's an Albarino and it's really not. There was a bike group. We're still in Bayona, but we wanted to take pictures of the fish because we love fish. Look at them all on here. Man, the place is loaded with them. They're decent size too. Where's my fly rod when I need it? Okay, we've come about 3 or 4 miles. That's Bayona, where we were starting this morning. Great garden on our route, being guarded by, wow.
Wow, a witch.
My brother Rick will love these. Look at the nasturtiums all along the coast. Beautiful coastline, good grief. If only I had my fly rod, but I didn't. I thought I wouldn't have time and we really wouldn't. That's the hotel we stayed in last night. Yep, that's correct. And that's Bayona over there. And we're headed around this big bay and we're still headed to Vigo, so.
Wherever we go to Vigo.
What they are, these look like mini foxgloves and obviously a whole bunch of bamboo. Well, we're on the highway now. Starting to get commercial. Got a little over 3 kilometers to go to get to Vigo, and then we don't know how far to get that hotel. We'll grab a nice lunch. Beautiful little place. There's going to be a bridal party, we think, back in the room behind us. We're waiting for an interesting meal here. Gigantic cervezas. A map. We're only about 30 minutes from our hotel, we hope. Fascinating. Oh, I love it.
I know. No ketchup though.
Sue's grilled octopus.
But the teeny little flames are down here.
Wow. It's the next morning. We're trying to get out of Vigo. I'm sure we will eventually. We've met up with our friends from Vale and we're all off on this short journey today, hopefully successfully. We've left Vigo. We're now on a kind of a hilly climb up here on the well-marked Camino path for a change. These are mussel farms everywhere you can look. The bay is a beautiful bridge. We might have an orchid here. Some white things that look like chicory, but I'm sure are not. I don't know what these are. Knots. It's a beautiful foxglove. We've left the estuary, so I'm guessing we're headed down to Redondela right now. Well, we've made it to Redondela, and I'm looking at my favorite object in life, fish. This thing's loaded with fish. We don't know what they are. This is a hamburger. I've never seen one of this size. Those are croquettes. That's BJ, and that's here a Redondela stay. It's utterly bizarre. Actually, it's quite nice inside, but it took, I don't know, 45 minutes to get here from Redondela. It's an ancient place. The rooms are actually tolerable. We actually have a trail now in the woods. Camino Portuguese. Finally entered the town. It's amazing. The center core is completely pedestrianized, which is wonderful. We found a hotel. There it is, Parador in Pontevedra. So we're good to go. Our twin beds in Parador in Pontevedra. We have a TV, a desk, a lamp, Sue, and a bathroom that we heavily used. Okay, the country's incredibly agrarian. Those are individual corn kernels that are about to sprout. Here we have a pellet weeding apparently underneath the rows of vines, and you have lots of, they don't waste any space. There's all kinds of vegetable stuff growing out there. We're on a nice flat walk today. Every day is a half marathon, which is great. It'd be fun to run it, but we're not doing that. So we'll have a good walk anyway. She took her shoes off.
But I like my beer.
Like,
and I don't even like beer.
We don't like beer, but we love it here. We're impressed. But at least it's an attractive looking one. Here's some more background on Celenes, which is where we are. Apparently they just opened the B&B in 2016. This looked like an area where you would certainly devote it to weddings and of that kind of stuff. The daughter probably runs the place. Her husband, we think, married into the family. The family runs the place. Everybody has different chores. The building itself was originally built about 150 years ago, and they've added on since then. I think they're going to build this into quite a good-sized operation. The whole place is very well done. This place is a madhouse. Not.
They're humping in there.
Yeah, they're humping it. We're getting an early meal, which I don't think they're used to. Homemade wine tonight. It's a pretty color. We don't know what it tastes like yet, but we will soon. With tuna. It's been another thing. Nestle's. I know. Oh, too much food already.
Stop it.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Nestle.
We have very good potatoes. And it's with the sauce that we always eat when we have that parties, you know, with the family and the things. So I hope you enjoy it.
Paula, do you have any Galician
For maybe 8.
It's not the weather every day, but we try to keep from weather. You have a name?
The dynamo's back.
It was in the city.
That's dessert.
The city, yeah, placed it in the third.
It's a rich.
Very good.
Yep.
Rooftop terrace. Yeah. It's hard. I could, yeah, I saw something like this. It's familiar to me.
Espíritu de los Santos.
Hey, it could be like that one.
Espíritu de los Santos.
He's one of the ones that come here. He said, "Is the Portuguese?" And I said, "No, they are from Australia, India."
Okay,
I know
we had our typical European breakfast at Campestelo in Celenes. Now we're headed on the road to Padrone, where we stay at another B&B tonight.
Oh, it's a hotel.
It's a hotel tonight, and we're starting to catch up with lots of pilgrims. Some of the first sheep we've seen. We're still on the way to Padrone. paralleling the highway. What? This is just an aside. The proprietress of Celenes, Paula, noted that while the weather is absolutely gorgeous right now, and it has been for us, they just recovered from 6 months of nothing but rain. So with this kind of lush environment, all the ferns, we can assume their weather is very similar to what they have in Oregon or maybe England. So it's been a blessing for us to have weather like this. Local church and a multitasking crypt, unlike the individual ones we see at each farm. Oh, it's very nice. Wow. We've clearly entered Padrone right now. We're probably going to look for the shortcut that gets us to our hotel quicker than going all the way to the church. Should have been difficult, but it was. Hey, it's kind of a pretty little place. Nice fountain in bed. And it's a beautiful little room. TV, nice bathroom. Oh gosh, yes. It's just fine. Much better than we expected. Pretty room. And what do we have over here? A window. A window. There is a beautiful mixed salad. There is a ham and cheese sandwich. The end run today. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so we're picking up the pace here. We have guard dogs.
Hi there.
Hi puppies. Hi puppies. This is the part of the hiking that we really don't like. We're on a major freeway, and we've been through this dozens of times already, but so far nobody's been struck. This is the kind of hiking we like. We wish the whole route were like this. Instead we get the highway half the time, but this is a shade. Probably 70 degrees. Terrific day so far. Here's the first wildlife we've seen. Finally entered the outskirts of Campestelo. Just past the 2.3 kilometer mark to the cathedral. Been chatting and working with a couple of very interesting young ladies. This one's from Carlsbad, California. The last one we left was a tiny little thing carrying a pack bigger than me, and she's from Indonesia but living in Italy. So, cathedral. There's the cathedral. There is our hotel. It's not bad. Our doors. Hotel right off the cathedral. Very nice. Trim sinks we always love. And that's a fine little bathroom. Happily know the day. And then there's our twin beds, which will make me sleep better.
It'll make you happy.
We're headed out to try to find some potato chips or crackers. Boy, that cathedral is fascinating. But it's raining. I'm not sure how far we're going to go. Notice how everybody's kind of clustering around the edges doing shopping. There's another one of those beautiful towers behind us. Great. Sue says, heading back to our room right up. Two really rotten flights that almost didn't get us here. Both of them were late. Here's our hotel, we think. It's called the Myriad. It's supposed to be special. We're going to find out shortly. On the 19th floor, the drapes went up when we opened the door. Nice sink, tiny little but nice bathroom, good little shower, 2 chairs, some kind of computer station, place to sit, king bed. There's a picture of where we are. And a beautiful view down the river that I can't pronounce, Taju or Tagus. Very, very pretty. Happy hour.
Like a tourist and a Portuguese.
Okay.
Traditional food, traditional wine, traditional life. Okay, we ordered a green salad and some kind of
Cod with shrimp.
Yeah.
There's cod with shrimp and spinach.
spinach and stuff. And there's cheese too. So we're going to enjoy this. It's kind of traditional Portuguese meal because we're Portuguese, it says meal, she says. Just got back to the room after a kind of a really good locals dinner. Looking out over the river. Boy, is that a big river. Wow. That's huge. River down there. There's uptown. That's beautiful. Sue did a great job.